it.
Yeah, I was just going to say something like that. You made it. I think a lot of people are at home in their jammies.
Yeah.
Or still asleep and they'll watch later.
Yeah.
So if you're watching later, hi.
We played a new song. Well, it's not a new song. It was new to us. And it was Mariah Carey. A hero is. It's called Hero, but a hero is within you. Cool song.
Yeah.
Fun song. It's funny. Jan and I said something this morning, and somebody said, "You're my hero," and
He brought me coffee, and I said, "You're my hero."
And that prompted us to sing another song, and I went, "Oh, that might be a good song." So I looked it up. Well, the song we were thinking of was Bette Midler.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a cool song, but it led us to this one, which is even more perfect for today. So you guys didn't hear it, but you got to go play it. It's a Mariah Carey, Hero.
Mariah
Awesome.
Carey, Hero. If you're at home and you're watching this and you're later in the day, just put us on pause and go listen to that and then come back.
Yeah.
You could do that.
We'll wait.
No, we won't. Moving on. They can pause. We don't pause.
Fine. We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
George and John.
And John said, "You say I may be a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one." So it's a great song then, great words, still is, eternal words. And George always is, he's always insightful too. There are a lot of these that I don't read. Trust me on that.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. The future will soon be a thing of the past. That's George. Yeah, that
I'm
was
going to
George.
talk to you. You got something on my desk.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I need to talk to you about your code. I don't think your code still works.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry to them.
Did you want to announce her? No?
No, later.
Okay. He gives twice, who gives promptly. That was the 1st century BC. Publius Cyrus. I knew him well. And a Polish proverb, a guest sticks a nail in the wall, even if he stays but one night. In other words, everyone makes an impression on your home.
Everybody leaves their mark.
Yes, that's correct. Men show their character in nothing more clearly than by what they think laughable.
Ooh, isn't that true?
That's so you. I mean,
Yeah, there's probably some truth to that. Huh?
everyone was thinking it. Well, Janice was.
I want it said of me by those who knew me best that I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow. Abraham Lincoln.
Oh. Phil did that yesterday. He found some bulbs that he had pulled up last fall and
Forgot about them.
planted them for me.
Well, they were all sprouting. I go, well, I can't let these just sprout on their own, so I went and planted them all. I can't even remember what they are now. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm hoping some of them were my really deep, dark purple irises. But
Yeah, I don't know these. I think these were tulips. They look more like tulip bulbs. So
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
time will tell.
But yeah, we have some iris that are we've kind of propagated over the years, and they're just dark blue, almost black.
They're beautiful.
They're just spectacular. In the mid-1800s, famous French trapeze artist Jules Léotard began wearing skin-tight bodysuits, which made it easier for him to perform his stunts. The bodysuits became so associated with him that the name stuck.
Yeah.
Leotard.
Whatever you do, always give 100%, unless you're donating blood. It's true.
True.
It's true. A passenger in a taxi leaned over to ask the driver a question and tapped him on the shoulder. The driver screamed, lost control of the cab, nearly hit a bus, drove up over the curb, stopped just inches from a large plate glass window. For a few moments, everything was silent in the cab. Then, still shaking, the driver said, "I'm sorry, but you scared the daylights out of me." The frightened passenger apologized to the driver and said he didn't realize a mere tap on the shoulder would frighten him so much. The driver replied, No, it's not your fault. Today is my first day driving a cab. The last 25 years I've been driving a hearse. That would do it.
Change is
That would
hard.
do it.
Change is
Change
hard.
can be hard
Really good.
and dangerous.
True. We have stuff going on at the Divine Fellowship. This week we have Course in Miracles online at 6:30. Emotion Code is going to be here, well, in the fellowship room, 6:30 on Tuesday. Then this Saturday we have the Angels and Spirit Guides workshop. Woohoo! If you've ever wanted to communicate with your angels and spirit guides, if you've ever wanted to receive a message, we're going to walk you through, we're going to talk to you about them and give you some insights about them, and then we're going to walk you through a process where you can receive messages. And then we're going to do an angel walk where you will actually give messages
Who's
to
we?
people. Oh, Cindy McKay and I. She's going to talk about angels, and I'm going to talk about
I'm the
spirit
straight
guides.
person.
Yeah, he's my, yeah, you're worthy. So that's one of our discovery seminars, so it is $30 per person or $25 for a couple, so bring a friend. Bring a friend.
Fundraiser for the church.
We have some new flyers about our discovery seminars, because we've got a bunch of really cool stuff coming up. Positive Intelligence Part 2, that's where we're going to talk to the saboteur parts, and we're going to help them transform into helpers for us. It's powerful, powerful stuff. And then in May, Tending the Garden of Your Heart. Beth and I are going to take a look at that. And in June, we're going to do readings. And that particular workshop is not going to be...
Summer solstice readings.
Yes. So instead of the second Saturday, it's going to be the third Saturday, because we're going to be that'll be on the solstice, or at the solstice. And then July, we're going to do the Power of Sacred Boundaries. So I did a mini test drive of that in my Followers of the Way class. I thought it was awesome. I've had a lot of people respond and really got a lot out of that. So more to come on that. Because we have flyers, we would like to have people deliver flyers to places in our area. So if you could do that, we need some taken to Blue, Emerald of Siam, Caterpillar Cafe, Cupcake Store, Creation Crystals, Foodies, Soy 75, I don't know any of these places, Plant Store, Panera, the Parkade.
What's Russia's name, store?
It's Sacred
That's
Echoes.
Blue.
It's formerly
No, it's not Blue.
Blues.
It was Blue. It's
That's why we didn't recognize it.
Echoes.
Sacred Echoes.
That's why we were confused.
That's why we didn't know. Yokes, Fred Meyer, Safeway. Anyway, if you could help out, there's a humongous stack back there. Take some.
If there's a bulletin board at colleges, wherever, if anybody goes.
Put them there. Because we want to get the word out, because this is really cool, way cool stuff. And our world is hurting right now, and we need community, and we need spiritual awareness. It's going to bring us closer together, closer to one another, and help us navigate life. So that's the goal. That's the goal.
Amen.
Yes. So your help would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, holler.
Oh, not that.
You had a question?
No. I was hollering.
I said, if you had a question, you may holler.
Oh.
You may not holler if you don't have a question. If you don't have a question, you may exit. That was a segue. You can be my hero somewhere else, Phil. I need to turn this light on. Hold on one second. So congratulations on being here in spite of daylight savings time. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the effort there. Last Sunday, Michelle Lanigan gave a message about the history of the Bible, and she asked us to consider that. So I did. And I have a slightly different opinion, and I'd like to share that with you. And the point of it is that I want you to have your opinion. Because here at the Divine Fellowship, we don't tell you what to believe. And it's not that we don't care about your belief system, it's that we care that you believe. The structure of your faith is your business, not mine. And I'm not here to tell you what to think, what to feel. We had one lady, how many people remember Lori Miller? She sat over here, like a third pew up, like this, for a month, every Sunday for a month. And she said she was waiting for us to tell her what she had to believe to see if she could stay or not. And after a month, she came up to me and she said, "You're not going to tell me what to believe?" And I said, "No. We don't care what you believe, we care that you believe." And she said, "Oh my gosh, you're kidding me." And then she became a board member and she was active in the church. And then they kind of moved. So, you know, life changes, life happens. But don't expect me to tell you what your faith is. I'm going to share my faith. If it rings true for you, great. If it doesn't, great. You are accountable for your own spiritual journey. Not my job. I'm just here to share. I'm just here to share. I got some cool stuff I want to share with you today. So, as I was thinking about this process, and thinking about last Sunday, I was reminded, brought to my attention, and I might cry today, and I apologize in advance. I'm not sorry, but I'll apologize if tears offend you. So I remember the first time a Bible verse touched my soul. And I want to read it to you. This one is, if my fingers will work. I was a freshman in high school. And it was a vacation Bible school class. So we had, you know, we created mosaics and things out of paper and, you know, had some fun stuff to do. But this was a Bible verse, and I think, looking back on it as I was pondering this, I think I had my first vision then. And I didn't realize it was a vision. But what happened was, I read this verse. I'll read the verse for you. This is Psalms 119, 105. "Thy word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." And I saw myself on a darkened pathway at night, and I was carrying a lamp, and that lamp was beaming this beautiful golden light out, and this beautiful golden light was shining, and I could feel there were creatures and things in the darkness, but they couldn't come into the light. They couldn't get into the light. And that same light from this lantern was beaming into my heart. And for the first time in my life, and I grew up in a church. I went to Bible class as a little kid, Bible class. So I've been in church my whole life. That was the first time I felt the presence of God. Wow. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. And I felt the presence of God in that moment. And that stayed with me, Wow, it's powerful. Then, that's not what I wanted. Some of you know the story that I kind of grew up. My dad was kind of in a bad place when we were growing up, and I was different. He was pretty analytical and logical, and I wasn't. And he used the term stupid at me a lot. And not just calling me stupid, but there was also the voice of disdain and the snarly look of displeasure. I'm sure some of you have had family members that have treated you poorly. And I remember I was in high school, so it was like a couple years later. I think I was still a junior, and I read this verse. This is James chapter 1, verse 5. "But if any of you lacks wisdom," stupid, "let him ask of God, who gives to all men generously and without reproach, and it will be given to him." Oh my God, I cried. I'm still crying. Because here, divine wisdom would be given to me. I didn't have to earn it. I didn't have to go do something for it. It was going to be given to me. Little did I know that wisdom often comes with doing stupid. You do stupid and you learn. Well, hopefully you learn, right? But also wisdom comes with being the observer, the sacred observer. I could observe then at that point in time. I began to observe in a whole different way. Rather than just being the victim of my own life, I was looking for wisdom. And I could see it. If somebody was wise, I would look, I would learn, I would process that information. If somebody did something stupid, I go, I need to learn from that. And I felt, for the first time, hope. I wasn't a doomed human being. I could change. I wasn't doomed to a life of worthlessness. I could change. And again, I felt God's presence in that. Now, if we look a little further in that same chapter, didn't read that at this point in time. I kind of held with that for quite some time. But later, in verse 17 of that same book of James, every good thing bestowed and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, in whom there is no variation or shifting of shadow. So growing up in a household where I had to be on the alert just in case my dad was flipped into a bad mood, and I'd have to be careful, always vigilant, I felt protected. And again, I felt this divine presence in my being. Divine presence, the Father of lights. Again, this light from the lamp, I felt it again, that divine presence. There's two more quick ones I want to share with you. This one's funny, actually. This one is Psalms 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Well, you know what's funny about that one? Is I had no idea that I desired Phil or anybody like him.
Understand.
Until he showed up. And there was Phil, and was like, oh my gosh, yep, he's the one. And he made me feel safe. It was powerful to feel safe. He helped me to step into the truth of who I am. Sometimes encouraging, sometimes just kind of a boot in the backside. Right, Phil? Yep. Yep. But fear was not an option in Phil's world. Doubt was not an option in Phil's world. Low self-worth was not an option in Phil's world. So I could overcome those things. I could overcome those things. You know, I never knew my heart's desire was for a community like the Divine Fellowship. And here you are. I didn't know. Wind. Good roof, be good. But here you are. Sometimes we don't even know what our heart desires. So to have that divine presence, to feel that presence, and then to be able to step into it because we have the courage to do so, oh my gosh, blessings, blessings, blessings. Now tell me, have you ever experienced divine presence? That's something, isn't it? That's something. One last verse for you. And this one. If you've ever been discouraged, am I the only one that's ever been discouraged? Have you ever felt burdened? Have you ever felt like I'm not sure how to handle stuff? Ready for this? Again, I might cry. See if you feel these words. See if they register in your heart. Just see. He gives strength to the weary. You feel it? And to him who lacks might, he increases power. Not force, not push, 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 but power, that self-empowerment.
Which one was that?
Oh, the Isaiah, sorry. Isaiah chapter 40, starting in verse 29. Verse 30. Though youths grow weary and tired, and the vigorous young men stumble badly, yet those who wait for the Lord, and the word wait can also be translated into hope. Those who hope for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run, not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. Have you ever seen an eagle take flight? I tell you, it's just a couple of whoom, whoom, and they're airborne and they're gone. That's the strength that we get from this book. Maybe it's just a history book. Maybe it's more than a history book. I want to walk us on a guided meditation today. And as I was preparing for this guided meditation, two things happened. First of all, a new thing came through that I'm going to share with you today. And it was a golden light that didn't just go through the body like we normally do. It went to the brain and the spine, the spinal column, and then to the body. It was amazing. Felt wonderful. So that's one thing we're going to do. The other thing is then we're going to go to the top of a mountain, and you're going to, there's going to be winged ones coming for you. I'll give you a choice of 4 different winged beings to choose from, or see what shows up. You can choose or see what shows up, whichever. And then you are going to be gifted the opportunity. Whatever winged being comes is going to shake off a feather. And when you pick up that feather in your meditation, you will sprout wings. And I really want you to be able to really feel those wings, and with the 2, maybe 3 strokes, airborne. All right? And then there's things that we're going to do in that meditation. So, Mr. Phil, would you please dim the lights for us? And take a breath. And settle into your heart space. Feel your feet touching the ground. If you're at home in your jammies and your feet are propped up in a chair, that's okay. Just feel the chair. The chair is on the ground. Feel yourself supported. You don't have to do this alone. There's physical support here for you. And now open the energy portal at the top of your head. There's a beautiful golden light waiting, ready to shine down in upon you. And it's almost like a liquid light. It flows kind of like honey. Let this beautiful golden light pour into your mind. And let it heal the things that need to be healed. Self-doubt, self-criticism, shame, blame, anger, rejection. Let this beautiful golden light touch that, touch whatever is no longer serving you, and transform it into hope. And let this beautiful living light of love pour down into your spine, down into your spinal cord. The spinal cord nourishes every part of your body. So from the spinal cord, then allow this energy to flow throughout your whole being. Let it touch your mind, let it touch your eyes, and your discernment centers, your spiritual awakening centers. Let it touch your ears, so you can hear the truth of who you really are, and not the criticism that others may offer. Let it touch your mouth, so you can speak your truth with grace and kindness. Let it touch your throat, where truth resides. Let this golden light touch your heart, all your internal organs, bringing healing and strength and power and hope. Let it flow through your arms, through your legs, into your feet. And if you'd like, you may even pour some into the earth, so the earth can be blessed. And if you should choose to do that, pour some of this beautiful energy into the earth. And now close that portal and allow this beautiful golden light to fill your aura, your energy field around your body. And now we're going to take a little walk in our imagination and allow yourself to find your way to a pathway on a mountain. It's a beautiful sunny day. You might see clouds, you might hear birds, you might smell the pine trees. And there's a ledge here. It's wide enough for you and another being. And in the distance you see some winged ones flying towards you. Which do you see? Do you see an eagle? A group of eagles? A dragon or group of dragons? A Pegasus or a group of Pegasus? Or an owl? Which do you see? Which do you see? See or choose. And one of these winged beings comes closer and lands right next to you. You feel honored in its presence. You can feel its power. You can feel its strength. And as this winged being shakes its body, a feather falls. And you reach out and pick it up. And as you do, wings begin to sprout from your back. Beautiful wings, powerful wings. Perhaps they look like the same exact ones that this winged one that is with you has. Perhaps they're unique to you. Whatever you're experiencing is what is right for you. And this winged one takes off and invites you to follow. Feel the courage mount up within your system. Feel the courage taking place in your heart, in your chest, in your will. And open your wings. And with 3 mighty wing beats, you find yourself picked up and carried aloft. And you're flying with your friends. They have much to show you, and you are eager to hear. You are eager to see. You're eager to learn. And you will follow the winged one as he's going to take you out over the valley. As you're flying over the valley, you feel the air beneath you, supporting you. This is like the breath of spirit, uplifting you, supporting you. So your movements here are effortless. An occasional wing beat is all it takes to keep you aloft as you are supported and cared for here. Survey the landscape here. Notice your surroundings. Feel the freedom. And notice the winged one in front of you is now taking a big, wide bank to the left. And you see that he just tucked his wingtip down, that left wingtip down, and the whole body banked to the left. You do the same. And feel yourself taking this big, wide, sweeping turn towards the left. And then you're going forward again in the same direction you started. And the winged one takes a banking turn to the right. And you do the same. Feeling the effortless movement. A tiny adjustment and you are different. You're in a different direction. You're feeling yourself being uplifted and carried in a new direction, in a new way. And now right yourself going back in the same direction you were. Again, surveying the landscape beneath you. And you find yourself drawn to a particular thing. Something seems more impressive to you than another. Maybe it's standing out for a specific reason for your soul. Are you noticing the rolling hills? Are you noticing a river rapids beneath you? Are you noticing the mountains in the distance? Or are you noticing the farmland below? Which catches your attention? The rolling hills, the river rapids, the mountains, or the farmland? Whichever catches your attention, just make note of that. And now bring your attention to the river. And you will notice that the winged one ahead of you is taking a dive towards the river. And when this winged one gets to the river, he catches something. Does he catch a fish? Does he catch a gemstone? A bag of coins? Or a book or a scroll? Maybe he fishes it out of the river, maybe it's by the riverbank. Is it a fish, a gemstone, a bag of coins, or a book or scroll? What is he capturing there? Then your winged one carries you or leads you back to the mountain from which we came. And as you land, your wings fold neatly. They're still a part of you. They may be invisible to anyone else, but you know they're there. And you decide you would like to give your winged one a gift for the guidance you've received today. Do you give it some sort of food? Do you give it a ribbon around its neck? Do you give it a gold band around its leg? Or do you give it a kiss on the forehead? Which do you choose? Do you give it food, a ribbon around its neck, a gold band around its leg, or a kiss on the forehead? And your winged one is delighted. And whatever the winged one had picked up is now your gift. He gives that to you. And you say goodbye to this winged one. And you know that at any time you can come back and enjoy this moment again. Reclaim this strength, reclaim this freedom, reclaim this uplifting by spirit. But for now, we're going to take a breath and walk our way back down the mountain, back into this time and space, back into the here and now. Taking a breath. And Mr. Phil, if you'll join me for communion while people get back into their bodies, I will share with you the interpretation of these as soon as we're done with this. Communion's in the back if you want to have one of those.
Can I interrupt you for 1 minute because I forgot something this morning?
I suppose.
Has nothing to do with any we're doing here, but big shout out to the Richland Bombers. They are the new state champions in basketball. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So I forgot to say something this morning.
And if you didn't say it now, you'd have forgotten it again.
Yeah, yeah. Janice and Joe are former Bombers.
Any other Bombers in the room? There's a couple back there.
Of course, it was Cole High then, but
Bombers is a bomber.
And they were state champions back then, too.
Yeah.
Would you like some help?
yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Seemed to get that one started. Really?
Sometimes we all need help. Join me in prayer, would you please? Loving Spirit of Light, as we take this in, it's a physical representation of us taking in the truth of who you are, our nourishment, our guidance, our protection, our love. Thank you. Help us to be the love that we are. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen.
Amen.
Join us in prayer again, please. Loving Spirit of Light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in the truth of your love for us. Help us to drink in the truth of your presence in our lives. Help us to drink in the truth that your word speaks to our soul. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen.
Amen.
Might want to turn that light on too when you get done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Which one?
Oh, that's got it. So,
Thank you so much. I mean, we wouldn't do this without you. I mean,
how long
really
have we been in this building, Phil? Anybody know?
Well, it would have been spring, so is this 19 or 20? I think it's 20.
I think it's 20 years.
Yeah. It would have to be at least 20. No, it'd be more than that.
Well, the church is 28 years
I
old.
know, so we have to
you
be-
have to be closer to 25.
Well, no, 20. We've
Something-
been here over 20 years.
We've been here a while.
And that would not have been possible without you.
Amen to that. So let's take a quick.
Oh, the other thing I forgot to say about the Bombers, not only did they win the state championship, they were undefeated this year.
Wow.
How do you do that? I mean, like 40 plus games and undefeated. Sheesh. Thank you.
Are you done?
I think so. Well, it's kind of a big deal.
We take our victories where we can, right? That's right. That's right. Okay, so I hope you got a lot out of that guided meditation because that was really fun for me. What did you feel with the golden light through your spine? Was that different? What was your experience of that? Anybody want to share?
Felt like lava kind of.
Kind of lava. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It felt as if I was being strengthened or empowered or something. I liked it. Anyway,
Abundant overflow.
abundant.
Really flew in.
It flew in.
Yeah, like a bird.
All right, so the winged one that shows up in your world, showed up in your meditation, has to do with symbolically letting you know where your focus is right now. You know, we have physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And sometimes we may feel blocked in one area, but we're not blocked in another. And sometimes when we support one particular part of us, everything else comes along. So this is asking you, depending on what you received, what winged one you received, this is letting you know where to put your focus that's going to help all aspects of your being. Okay? Make sense? Who got the eagle? This is spiritual. Focus on your spirit. Focus on your spiritual journey. Dragon. This is asking you to focus on the physical. This has to do with the job that you're doing. It has to do with where you live, the physical, tangible world, action you take. Pegasus. Okay, this is emotional. Where's your heart? What does your heart desire? Not what your brain thinks you should do, but what's your heart's desire? And again, you may not know what your heart desires because maybe you've never experienced it before. So pray about it. Pray about it. And when it's brought to you, you'll see it. You'll get it. You'll feel it. Make sense? Anybody get an owl? Okay, this is the mental. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? There's something here for you to learn, something here for you to teach. This is about your mind. Anybody get something different? Yes, of course you did. Yes.
Lion with wings.
A lion with wings. Okay. Oh, you're to focus on, well, obviously all of them, but bringing courage into all of it. Bring courage into all of it. Anybody else? Thank you for asking. I'm surprised somebody had a dragonfly because I saw it. Anyway, maybe it was somebody online. I don't know what that means. Let me ask real quick. Dragonfly. Oh, this is, again, yours is probably across the board, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, but this is about being able to navigate and change directions quickly. So whoever got dragonfly, that's your focus. Focus on the ability to adapt. Resilience. Okay. When you looked at the landscape, did you enjoy doing the banking?
Yes.
It was funny because I could see everybody kind of leaning. It was fun. It was fun. Whatever you noticed from the landscape is your current challenge. Ready to know that? So you'll have physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, so whatever that was, but here's the other part of that. Anybody get the rolling hills? Okay, this is the ups and downs of life. Being able to, whoop, I'm up, oh, no, yeah, that can be a real challenge, right? River rapids, feeling overwhelmed. Too much to do, too many choices to make. Ring true? You laugh at that. The mountains. This is an obstacle to your plan. Something's just right in the way. So there's more to come on that one. Farmland. Feeling unproductive. I heard some laughter on that. So there's more to go. More to go. We'll get this. The item that the winged one snagged from the river is your spirit help. Yes, ma'am.
For the landscape, I saw an evergreen tree.
Oh, evergreen trees. Ooh, evergreen trees. This is,
One.
huh?
Just one.
Just one evergreen tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, because this is your current challenge, standing in your truth. Yes, ma'am?
I saw busy city streets.
Busy city streets. Okay, hubbub, too much going on. Too much chaos. Everybody else's stuff. Yes, ma'am?
The river was coming out of the mountains.
Oh, the river was coming out of the mountains? Okay. So, you're overwhelmed because there is an obstacle to your plan.
Okay.
Yes.
I actually saw, and I attribute it to the rapids, but I actually saw a waterfall. So,
Okay. So let me see if there's anything. It's overwhelmed, but it has to do with things just going too fast, moving too fast.
Okay.
Anybody else? I'm sorry I didn't ask on that one. Thank you for catching that. I got excited. What was snagged from the river is your gift. Is spirit help. Spirit help. Now he gives it to you when you're exchanging gifts, but this is spirit help. Did your winged one catch a fish? Anybody get a fish? All right. This is true nourishment. True nourishment. What spirit animal did you have?
Which what?
Which spirit animal? Who was
Dragon.
the dragon? Okay, so physical nourishment. So you're pretty good about nourishing yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So there may be more to the story on that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in the next one. Gemstone. Anybody get a gemstone? Okay. This is asking you to reconnect, or spirit help to reconnect to spirit and be grounded at the same time. A bag of coins. Okay. Recognizing your worth.
Priceless.
Yeah, exactly. He said priceless. A book or scroll. This is to revise or rework or create a plan.
The one that's blocked.
The one that's blocked. So there's a revision. Time to revise. Time to revise. Okay, so when you returned to the mountain and you gave the winged one a gift, this is the new perspective that you came here to receive today and that you're going to walk away with. All right? Did you give your winged one food? Anybody give food? All right. You have all you need to move forward and to be a blessing to others. I love it. A ribbon around the neck. Anybody do the ribbon around the neck? Okay, that was, you know the truth of who you are and you're free. A gold band around the leg. Anybody do the gold band? Okay. You're safe and worthy. That's a new perspective. A kiss on the forehead. Oh, I saw this one. It was so beautiful. Because when you kissed on the winged one on the forehead, it turned into this beautiful glowing star. It was beautiful. You know you are blessed, and you share yourself wisely. Not give yourself away, but share yourself wisely.
I included the gift of morphing into, like, my partner.
You included in your gift of morphing into your partner. So
The kiss in the head transformed the dragon, her, into my partner.
all right. So with that, please understand, have you ever kissed someone on their forehead?
Well, of course.
And have you ever been kissed on the forehead?
Yes.
How does that feel?
It's a great connection.
It's a sacred kiss.
Yeah.
It's a sacred kiss.
Mhm.
So treating your partner as sacred
Yeah.
is really going to help in lots of ways. Anybody else have some other kind of gift? Yes, ma'am.
I was a kiss and a hug.
I really can't hear you say it louder.
A kiss and a hug.
A kiss and a hug.
Yeah.
So the kiss was you know you're blessed and you share yourself share yourself wisely. And the hug this is being willing to be present in your own life. Really being here, being true to who you are, being here wisely. Yes, sir.
Little kestrel was the bird.
A little kestrel, cool.
Big catfish down there. Went for it. Couldn't pick up the big catfish. Got mud. Then flew off. So grounding I felt.
You felt grounding with that? He said he saw a kestrel
Quite a bit.
and he went for the fish, couldn't pick it up.
Well, it was kind of disturbed by that. But grounded immediately. And it was
So what this is telling you is that there's things that it's time to let go. things that maybe you think you want, or think you should have, or think you should do, or think you should be. It's time to let that go. You don't have to do that. It's just a burden. They're releasing the burdens. That was big. That was huge. Thanks for sharing that. Anybody else have anything else Yes, ma'am.
A feather
A feather. So you gave the bird a feather? Was it the feather that he had given you?
was a different one.
Just a different feather? All right, let me ask about that. Okay, so this feels to me like resiliency, the ability to adapt, the ability to change. Feathers are often related to angelic presence. It seemed to me as if there was an angel present with us on this journey today. So it feels to me by giving this gift, your new perspective is being able to perceive angelic guidance. That feel right? Anybody else? All right. Well, I think that's all I have for you. Let me leave you with the last, just to sum it all up.
11:11.
I don't care what you believe, but I think you have heard from me today that I believe that the Bible is an inspired book that connects us with divine love, and is worthy of our attention, and will feed and bless us. So what you choose to believe is what you choose to believe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I just think the world of you. Let's do a energy circuit for the folks online, and I want to read the calendar for today. I thought this was really funny. You know how we rub our hands together really fast? It says, bring the energy of ease into your palms and send this energy out into the world. So isn't that wonderful? So I think that's part of what we're going to do. Rub your hands together really, really fast. Bringing that beautiful golden energy in, bring it into your heart space. From your heart space to your left hand to right hand, and back to your heart space. And you'll feel that energy build. This is that uplifting, sacred presence that we can count on to uplift us and encourage us and carry us through. Bring that into your heart space. Send some out in the community. Have a great week. We will see you next time.